Well, hey guys, it's already September, woohoo! Today I'm going to be sharing with you my August favorites and just one fail for me. You all really seemed to like this when I did it last month, so I plan to continue doing this on a monthly basis, just sharing with you guys products and lifestyle things, foods, etc. that I enjoyed from the prior month and things that weren't so great. Starting out, you guys, we have a sunscreen win. I mean, this product I love so much. Doesn't surprise me because they always get it right in the realm of SPF, and that is Altruist new Sunscreen Fluid. This is amazing. It's SPF 50. And it's a really lightweight moisturizer that absorbs very quickly and is transparent. It has amazing chemical filters to protect against UVB and UVA. I wrote them all down here. It has avobenzone for UVA1 and UVA2, octyl salicylate, which is UVB, octocrylene, which is UVB, titanium dioxide, which is some UVA and UVB, and ensilazole, which is UVB, Tinosorb A2B, which gives you UVB and UVA2. It has bimetrizinol, which gives UVB, UVA1, and UVA2, and it has Uvinol T150. Now, all of these filters together, they're really nice paired up because each one, the manufacturer, in this case Altruist, can use smaller amounts to get really good broad spectrum coverage. So the end product is a chemical sunscreen that is not irritating and does not sting or burn around the eyes whatsoever. Now, this does have titanium dioxide in it, but I don't think this leaves a white shine to the skin, so I think it's going to go over pretty well for deeper skin tones. Now, Altruist's other SPF 50 sunscreen that I've loved for years, admittedly, it does have a little bit of this white shiny film to it that a lot of people do not like. I noticed that with this product, you don't get that, at least on my skin type. Beyond the fantastic chemical filters in this product, it also has niacinamide, which can calm down redness and irritation and can also brighten up discoloration. It has panthenol in it, a wonderful ingredient for the skin barrier. This is a fantastic product for both dry skin types and oily skin types. It's not going to feel heavy, and it's also going to moisturize the skin, and it's not drying. There are no drying alcohols in this. It's just a really great product. It's coral reef friendly. It doesn't have any oxybenzone in it, which is another reason why it doesn't burn or sting. It doesn't pill, it doesn't ball. I think it would go well for people who wear makeup on top. I think you'd be fine with this. It's yet another win from the Altruist. If you're not familiar, the Altruist is a UK-based company that is dermatologist-led. The dermatologist, I believe he's a Mohs surgeon. He creates these products, or he doesn't create them himself, but he oversees the creation of these products. And a portion of the proceeds go to a charity called Under the Same Sun, which helps people suffering from albinism. Now, it is a UK brand, so it's sold you can buy it on Amazon UK, and that is in fact a legitimate place to get it. And if you're in the UK, I think you can buy it maybe in certain stores. I'm not entirely sure. But if you want to buy it in the United States, you have to pay shipping and duties by buying it on Amazon UK. So you'll pay more for it if you want it here, but it's still pretty affordable, which is one of the many reasons why I love Altruist. Their sunscreens are pretty affordable. And they're cruelty-free as well. No animal testing, human testing to determine the SPF, but no animal testing, so they're cruelty-free. Yeah, this is a great product, you guys. Definitely try it out, those of you in the UK especially, because you know, I can't imagine you're not gonna like this. I mean, there's a chance that somebody won't like it, but I've been really, really happy with it. It is a sunscreen win, and I love it so much. I'm gonna get more of it. Yeah, highly, highly recommend this, you guys. It's good. All right, another skincare product that I've been really impressed with this past month and feel really good recommending it to you guys is actually by DermaE, another cruelty-free company. It's their overnight peel with alpha hydroxy acids. Now I have videos talking about like textured skin and different products for that, and I recommend using moisturizers with alpha hydroxy acids because they can smooth out the skin surface, they lightly exfoliate, and they hydrate. Really good for dry skin, oily skin, mature skin. With long-term consistent use, you can get an improvement in the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines with alpha hydroxy acid products. I've always recommended Alpha Care moisturizers. They're fantastic. And so this particular product by DermaE, it's great. It's free of fragrance. And it has both glycolic acid and lactic acid. The alpha hydroxy acid sum total is 5%, but don't focus on that number too much. 5% alpha hydroxy, if a product tells you it has 5% alpha hydroxy acid or any percent alpha hydroxy acid, that doesn't tell you much, because it doesn't tell you much about the free acid value and what, you know, the actual acid concentration is of the product. And that's going to differ depending on the product formulation overall. So what I'm telling you guys is that if you find another product that's labeled 5% alpha hydroxy acid or 5% glycolic acid, don't think that they're the same. They're not necessarily the same. It's really hard to compare two products. Them having the same percentage, it doesn't mean anything. But all that being said, I have really been happy with this. What it is basically a lotion that is really pretty moisturizing. You use it 2 nights a week, is how it's instructed to be used, on the face. And they advise you to wash it off the next morning. So I have done just that. I've used it for several weeks now, just 2 nights a week. I don't apply tretinoin when I use this because the glycolic acid and lactic acid, they can cause the tretinoin to degrade. They can be more irritating. It's just not a good idea to combine them. I've been using tretinoin for so long now that me not using it 2 nights a week makes no difference whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I could back down on the frequency with which I use tretinoin. Probably be more cost effective. I just use it every night, but you don't necessarily need to use it every night to derive benefit. And so I've been skipping it 2 nights a week to use this, and it's really nice. It smooths out the skin surface. I find that my skin is just appears more radiant the following morning, and it really is basically just a nice moisturizer. I have been putting it on to my skin after cleansing and moisturizing. I allow my moisturizer to absorb fully, and then I put this on. But you can actually probably get away with using this as a moisturizer, meaning you apply it to your skin after cleansing while your skin is still damp and allow it to absorb fully. However, because this has acids in it, that is likely to cause stinging and burning for some people. So just be really careful if that, you know, when you first try it, just put it on, you know, clean, dry, moisturized skin like I typically tell you guys to. But overall, I think you can actually use this on damp skin. I've used it on damp skin and I find it works just fine. They recommend washing it off the following morning. I do think that is a good idea, just to reduce the contact with this so that you have less irritation. You're still deriving benefit from it. And importantly, I mean, as with any day of the week, you need to wear sunscreen when you use a product like this, because alpha hydroxy acids do increase your risk of a sunburn. So it's even more important to be wearing sun protection. But even though they increase your risk of a sunburn, alpha hydroxy acids, they can help lift up and improve hyperpigmentation. And so, you know, if you deal with issues of hyperpigmentation, don't fear alpha hydroxy acids. They can help you. You just have to be careful with them and make sure you're protecting your skin from the sun during the day. I really enjoyed it, and I recommend it. It's a good product by DermaE. You know, they come out with so many products, DermaE. They come out with, like, they have a lot of products, a lot. And some are good and some are not. That's a good one. I actually like their alpha hydroxy acid face wash. I reviewed that or shared that with you guys last month. That's pretty good. I personally love their under eye patches, the vitamin C brightening under eye patches or whatever. I just do those for relaxation purposes. But yeah, DermaE is a brand. They have some crummy products that have like tea tree oil in them, lavender oil. They put fragrance in things. But overall, they have some good ones, some wins. So yeah, that's a great one by DermaE. I recommend it for you guys. I mentioned this recently in Costco. Misha is the first treatment essence. And I say it's kind of a dupe for that SK2 essence, which is so expensive. This is much more affordable. And Misha is constantly, they have worked on this formulation over and over again. They refine it and perfect it. This is like the 4th generation of it, and it's good. It's fermented yeast extract, bifida ferment. It has anti-wrinkle properties. So I've been using this again, and I've been trying out their Artemisia treatment essence, which is mugwort. Last month I shared with you guys how much I was enjoying the I Am From mugwort cream. I just finished that, but over this past month, I've been pairing it with their Artemisia essence, which is mugwort, and I love this. It really helps calm down redness and irritation. So I've really been enjoying it. And then I've also been trying out their red algae treatment essence. This is great. Red algae or Irish sea moss is a fantastic humectant. It really can help bind water in the skin. It's also a natural source of sulfur, which is good for rosacea and acne. So I've really been enjoying these 3 products. I'm gonna actually do a dedicated review of all 3 of them in a few days, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, Misha does a good job with these products, and I have been happy with the newer ones. And as always, I continue to recommend the first treatment essence. It's a really good hydrating essence for people looking for a more affordable alternative to SK2. I reviewed SK2 for you guys a while ago. I was not impressed with that product at all. It was just very underwhelming. Misha's has always been something that is hydrating and just kind of brightens up my skin tone, and it's a good product. I'm currently still using and loving, it's my favorite, the, ooh, we're getting rain, the Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner. I love it. And this most recent order of it, I selected, they now have a silicone-free option. I selected that just to see if there would be any difference. The product is still really good. So loving my Function of Beauty, but you know, I always have to be trying out other shampoos and conditioners. I tried out Nexus Hydrolyte Shampoo Protein Fusion and their conditioner, the Protein Fusion. I was really excited to try these. I can't remember why. I think because the ingredients sounded really good. Yeah, they have panthenol in them, which is good for imparting shine. They also have wheat protein, which helps to reduce breakage. They have coconut oil, which helps reduce hygral fatigue. They have what else? Sodium lauryl sulfate for the shampoo. So I thought it would be a really good cleansing shampoo. And then the conditioner has likewise coconut oil and hydrolyzed elastin, hydrolyzed wheat protein, and then panthenol. All those things, you know, I was expecting these products to yield shinier hair and reduced frizz and breakage. Not at all. First of all, the fragrance is foul. You know, I like fragrance in my shampoos and conditioners. This is not a good experience. It's a headache inducing fragrance, and it smells like cheap perfume. So the fragrance is not pleasant, and it kind of just, I don't know, it leaves your hair just kind of dull and lifeless. I've been using this like maybe once or twice a week. I really don't like it. So yeah, this has been a fail for me, and I would not repurchase it. All right, moving on. This is an item I've been wearing for several months now, but I thought I would mention it here. A viewer actually sent this to me. It is a UPF 50 hat. You guys know I am really into my hats. It's by a company called Sloggers. It has enough like volume in the cap to store my hair pretty easily and not mess up my hair. It has a pull string so that I can wear it around my neck while I'm riding in the car, and then be able to put it on my head when I go out, you know, across the parking lot and whatnot. It's just really lightweight and comfortable. I think they typically sell this brand like in the garden section of places. You know, they'll typically have like gardening hats on a rack, but it's really lightweight. It stays on your head. You can't, however, adjust the head circumference. I know a lot of people like that because maybe they have a larger head. But so the head, it's 22, this is size medium, 22.5 inches. So it works well on my head. And it doesn't look too goofy. Some hats can just make you look like you have like you have a UFO on your head. This one's pretty stylish and it doesn't draw a lot of attention to you. Some hats are just like, who is that? And you don't want that. But yeah, this one's pretty subtle, but it's got a nice wide brim for giving you protection. I think you can get these on Amazon too, but definitely check your local like garden shop, because you could probably get a better deal there and, you know, support your local economy, which is always a good thing. But yeah, I really like this. A viewer sent it to me as a gift, so thank you so much. I continue to wear it a lot. The other thing I was gonna say about this too is, like, even though I've been wearing it mostly over the summer, it's kind of it's a shade that will transition over to fall just fine. And so I like that, you know, it goes well over multiple seasons is what I'm getting at. I go back and, ooh, we're getting sunlight again. I go back and forth with drinking teas. I tend to start drinking them towards the end of summer and throughout the fall and during December, and then I stop drinking them January and into summer. I don't drink them the rest of the year. I don't know what it is. It's just a seasonal thing. But a tea that I recently have been trying out and have been rather enjoying is this puka tea that I got on iHerb, the Black Currant Beauty Tea. This has, it claims to help give you radiant skin, which is not why I chose it. I like berry teas and fruity teas. It has rosehip and hibiscus, so those two things alone I was excited about. I love both of those teas by themselves, so the combination, I was like, that's gonna be good. It has licorice root, sweet fennel seed, orange peel, beetroot, black currant fruit, natural black currant flavor, orange essential oil flavor, and those are the ingredients. Now, if you do not like fennel, you're not going to like this because it definitely does have a fennel taste to it. The licorice is more subtle, but if you hate that licorice root taste in your teas, you're not going to like this. I sweeten it with 1 packet of the French Vanilla Better Stevia. Highly recommend this, by the way. It's really good, but you know, some people drink herbal teas without any sweetener or anything, and I think you would enjoy this if you like more of a fruity tea. So I've been enjoying this. It's great hot or iced. It looks pretty too when you brew it. If you make it iced, it looks pretty in a glass. It has like a nice deep purple tone to it from probably the beetroot. It doesn't taste like beets though. Beets can have kind of a bitter taste. It doesn't taste like that at all. I think it's just a tiny amount of beetroot to kind of give it more of a reddish pop. So it looks really pretty, and it'd probably be really good to put seltzer water in and add fruit and make like a punch. Yeah, it's versatile, tasty. And the company, this is actually my first puka tea. You guys have been recommending that I check them out for a while, but the company is like fair trade. It's non-GMO. I love saying that. Carefully crafted organic herbs to help transform your world. Yeah, obviously a lot of thought and care goes into the crafting of these teas. So comment below, and if you guys have any other recommendations from this brand. So far, this is the only puka tea I've ever had, and I really enjoyed it. Another food item, recipe, if you will, that I have been loving this month and is definitely going to carry me into September and October. And I want to share it with you guys. It's my slow cooker sliced apples, kind of like an apple sauce. You've seen me make this in my vlogs, and I have been loving it. Basically, I just take a 3-pound bag of Gala apples that I get at Costco, but you could use any type of apple that you wanted to. I obviously wash them. I core them and slice them. You could peel them if you wanted to, but the peel has so many nutritive benefits that, you know, throw it in there. I take that and put it in my slow cooker with some lemon juice. Now, obviously you could use fresh lemon juice, but the organic volcano from Costco, I think is better than actual lemons. I mean, it is actual lemon juice, but to me, it's better than fresh squeezed lemon juice. I don't know, maybe it's in my head because I'm not like going through the labor of squeezing the lemon. I'm just splashing it on in. Yeah, so I put a liberal splashing of that in. I've been adding fresh chopped up, diced up, minced, whatever, ginger. You could skip that. I've done it without. And I, of course, add a liberal dusting of cinnamon. And then I put in 1 tablespoon of arrowroot starch to thicken it. You could also use cornstarch if you wanted to. And that just absorbs the liquid and makes it into more of a thickened sauce. And I just put my slow cooker on I put it on the medium setting, and I let it go for 2 to 3 hours, but you might want to check on it depending on your slow cooker to get it to the apples to the doneness level that you want. I like them still a little bit crisp, but I like the sauce to be good and saucy. And yeah, it's delicious. You don't have to add any sweetener, although you certainly could, but honestly, the combination of the apple and the lemon juice and the ginger, it really concentrates there, and it's kind of sweet by itself. So I personally don't add any sweetener. Really easy, very hands-off, and it's a good way to get your apples ready. What do I do with it? I will either eat it just like almost like an applesauce, but I mostly use it as a topping for oatmeal. So yeah, I've been enjoying these slow cooker apples. Highly recommend that for fall especially. All right, last but not least is a book recommendation. The book that I've been reading this month was a win. I finished it last night. It's The Brothers K by David James Duncan. It's covered up with a half-price book sticker. This book is a really enjoyable read, but for this time of our lives in particular, I think this book is just so helpful. It's a story of a family, and it's told through the point of view of the youngest brother. And this family, like every family member in this family, has kind of a different like viewpoint, and they don't agree on everything. It shows everyday life in the 60s and 70s, going through Vietnam War, just a real life picture of it, or what I would think as a real life picture. But the reason why I think this book is so good for people to read now, chances are there is someone in your life that you do not agree with right now, and it's creating a lot of friction. I see this all the time, whether it be in your own family, your immediate family, people that you're stuck indoors with all day with social distancing. Maybe they don't agree with you on certain socio-political things that are going on, and it's creating a lot of friction, a lot of stress in your life. Read this book. These people are going through the same thing, and it's just really, it's like the struggle is also written. The title, The Brothers K, is kind of inspired both by Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov, and then apparently K has some kind of baseball thing. That's the other thing about this book, is it's got a lot of baseball in it. So if you like baseball, you're going to love this book too. It's got a lot of baseball references. The father is a Major League Baseball player who sustains an accident, and he works in a mill, and he goes through an accident that derails his career. The mother is a religious zealot, to say the least. She clings to her religion, but the other family members, the children and the father, like they all butt heads on their viewpoints. It's really interesting. to see that. The character development is wonderful. Apparently this book took the author 10 years to write. You can tell he put his heart and soul into this. It's such an enjoyable read. It's humorous, but you really just bond with the characters. I cannot recommend this book enough. I totally want to check out his other book, The River Why. One of you guys said that was a good one. But yeah, highly recommend this book to anyone. Those are my favorites from the month of August. It went by quickly, although it was hot. August is our hottest month. I look forward to September, where it drops 1 or 2 degrees and it's slightly cooler. Yeah, September is always an enjoyable month. But yeah, let me know what you guys have been loving this past month. Have you read any good books? If so, recommend. I'm always on the lookout for a good book. Have you been drinking anything that I need to be sipping on? Because you know me, I love my drinks. And what have you been using skincare wise that has been a win or a fail? Share below. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.